backers, Pete Imbesi here for another episode of Pete Plays Pokemon Blue. Sorry we're kicking this one off a little bit later than normal, but as I'm sure most of you Pokemon fans know, Pokemon Go is out this week, so I'm working on some... actually, I'm working on a bunch of Pokemon content for you guys. I'm working on a video about Pokemon Go. I've got a couple competitive Pokemon videos that I'm working on. And then I've also got a script on my hopes for Sun and Moon, like my top 5 biggest picks for what I'd like to see the game accomplish. So a lot in the pipeline's coming for you guys that are Pokemon fans, so don't worry there. As I promised last week, sorry I talked over it, but I decided to evolve Nidorina. I did a little bit of background checking, and nothing to worry about there in terms of any moves I needed to learn are all in the pipeline, so that's fine. And I have decided to make the cut of Paris, so I'm going to spend a couple minutes right now trying to find myself a Bellsprout, and then I'm going to fight these two chumps, and then we'll get into things here. So, in terms of, you know, my week in Pokemon, I've, like I said, I've been working on a bunch of stuff, so I was doing a lot of competitive battling this week, which is a lot of fun, but then the last, I guess, it's 2 days from the time of this recording. Oh, son of a bitch. Of course I'd get the crit and kill him when I want to actually catch him. Alright, well, it's fine, we'll find another Bellsprout. It has been, yeah, the last couple days have been pretty dominated by playing Pokemon Go. If you guys were like me, you probably had some server troubles day one. Pretty much everyone in North America had I think it was a couple hours where it was blacked out. I know I personally wasn't able to play the game for, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 hours, which was a real damper because it was right when I was starting to get into it. Like I said, I'm working on a video about it, so I don't want to talk too much about it. I am going to speed up the emulator here a little bit. Oh, come on. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it now, but initial just thoughts are that I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun than I think it has any right to be, and way more than I thought it was going to be. So look forward to that video in a couple days, and you can hear my full rundown on my opinion about Pokemon Go and what I think about it. You know, what I think the future of the game is, if there is one. So yeah, that being said, I am going to throw out my question of the week for you guys again now at the beginning of the episode, which is what are you looking forward to about Pokemon Go? Or how about you know, if you're playing Pokemon Go, you know, let me know. And then if you are playing, tell me about what is the what is the feature that you're most excited to see come to the game next? Is it you know, are you looking for? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted trying to think of a nickname here. I'm gonna go with Brussels. So yeah, sorry to take it back to my question. Are you most looking forward to new Pokemon? Are you most looking forward to being able to battle and trade with your friends? So yeah, let me know in the comments below what, if you're enjoying Pokemon Go, and what you want to see come to the game. You can also, you know, hit me up on Twitter if you'd rather share there. I'm always down for a good Twitter conversation. So beyond that, not too much to report this week in terms of, you know, Slack and Slash or Pokemon news. We got another new Pokemon that came out. This one, I know I said I was trying to avoid seeing some of the new Pokemon, which I have done. I haven't seen all of them. But this guy, I was kind of unavoidable. He just popped up on Twitter, and I couldn't resist. You know, the video is right there. I got to peek at him, so... it's a Poison Fire type who has a really cool new ability where he can poison any Pokemon regardless of their normal resistances. So that means he could poison a Steel type, he could poison a Poison type. Not totally clear if that means that he'll be able to poison Pokemon that have an ability that means that they can't take damage from a status like that. I don't think that would be the case. But yeah, either way, I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. He is a pretty cool Pokemon, I have to say. I'm obviously a big reptile fan, if you guys remember my episode with my bearded dragon hanging out with us. And, yeah, so I love Poison-type Pokemon, and, you know, I really think that Fire Poison is, a pretty interesting type. It's not super advantageous. I don't think it gains any like meaningful resistances by being a fire type, and it does gain like a weakness to water and stuff like that. So it's not the greatest type in the world, but that ability is really, really impressive. Like the ability to be able to like get a toxic damage on like a pretty like serious steel like defensive wall or something like that. Someone like yikes. Like someone like Metagross or something like that, like is huge. So I'm interested to see what its stats look like and if it's going to be competitively viable. But if it is, I think, especially in stuff like Monotype, it could be like a really, really big game changer. I know, Thompson, our own Thompson, is a Poison type trainer when he does Monotype, so he's really excited about the prospect of being able to finally be able to deal with Mono Steel type teams a little bit easier. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have checked him out, but if you haven't and you're interested, there is a new Pokemon. Let me know what you think of him in the comments below. Not a question, but if you've got an opinion, I'd like to hear it. I'm a fan. I have to say, like, Sun and Moon are definitely shaping up to be pretty exciting in my opinion. I feel like what we've seen so far is like really getting me excited. I've never like I wasn't not excited about X and Y. Like I loved X and Y, but I didn't finish Oros because it's I've played those games before, and Pokemon's already so much of the same over and over again that I kind of just spent the majority of my time, if I'm being honest, doing competitive battling on Pokemon Showdown or just using my X and Y stuff in another person's game because I just didn't have the desire to get through that game as a whole. But now that it's been, gosh, I guess 2 years since X and Y, I'm really ready for another Pokemon game, even if it is like to some degree more of the same. Granted, for whatever reason, I do feel like maybe this game is hopefully going to really scratch some of the itches of what I've wanted to see the game, or the series rather, as a whole do to shake things up. Maybe that's just wishful thinking, but you guys will hear all about my hopes and dreams for X and Y in the video, which I'm hopefully going to get out next week. But considering I've got the Pokemon Go video in the midst, and I already am really close to finishing the competitive video I was working on, I'll probably let that one go until the week after, but you'll definitely see it sometime soon. So let me know what you guys are excited about for Sun and Moon. If there's anything you want to hear me talk about in the video specifically, I am still working on it, so there is time for me to add more content if that's the case. Alright, we're all healed up again. Time to take on the SSN. Just to be safe, I am going to get some potions, though. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let's do that. Because I don't want to have to be running back to that guy every 5 seconds to heal up my mons and take a nap. There is a bunch more stuff to do in this city of Vermilion, but we'll take on the SSN first. Alright, let's do this shit. Be a good way to beef up my Bellsprout. So, just to make sure, this is the room where I can nap up, right? Oh no. This is that's that weird guy. I can't remember his name, so I'm not even gonna try, but the like fan theory about that character, that weird SS agent, wow, that is not what I meant. That U.S. police agent is that he's that weird secret agent guy that you see show up in the later games. So, if you're an avid Pokemon fan, you probably know the character I'm talking about. I just, for the life of me, can't remember his name. They did a whole episode about him on the Dex, though. Maybe if you guys want, let me know in the comments, and I'll comment with your reply, and I'll link you to the Dex episode, and you can learn all about the fan theory about that guy. That's like something. Speaking of which, I know I said I didn't want to talk too much about my hopes and dreams for X and Y, but I'll just say this as like a general thing. Something that really, because I'm always talking about what I love about these games compared to some of the newer games, because I made the point before that I do think Pokemon lost a little something that was special about it in these original games as it became more and more popular. And I think one of the big things for me is like lore, is you do get a sense that there is a deeper lore about the world of Pokemon, but we get such surface level, peering into it that it's really pretty disappointing, I think. We were aware that there was this war. Lieutenant Surge is a veteran of this great Pokemon war that existed. There's a lot of questions about where Pokemon come from. Are they from this planet? Or, this planet. I'm saying, like, the Earth in the world of Pokemon. Do they come from that planet, I suppose? And, I think that so much of that is so interesting. Those are such interesting questions to be answered. And I'm disappointed that we don't know. We really have no idea about a lot of this stuff. We don't know where Pokemon come from. We don't know, why there was this war or who won. Obviously Kanto was a part of the war. Was it like a world war? Was it a war between like Kanto and one of the other nations that we've heard of? Like, who knows? And I get it. Like, maybe those things are tangential to like what Pokemon's actually about, but I think they're interesting. We've been living in this world as gamers for years now, years and years and years, decades, and the fact that we don't know as much about it as I feel like we could or even should is something that has always bothered me. It feels like we're not like there's pieces of the puzzle that are still missing, and I'm anxious to get those pieces, and I would love to see. I don't know. I just hope that these games, the newer games, any games later in the series. Oh shoot, that was so stupid. That was a misclick. I wanted to do a rap. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I would just love to see us learn more about the world of Pokemon in whatever capacity that needs to be. I think there's definitely a lot more to be said here. And hell, I'd like to learn some stuff. Like, I'd love to see a Pokemon game that like goes back in time. Like back in the Pokemon timeline, and shows like a more primitive time in man's relationship with Pokemon, like before we had Pokeballs. Before there were gym leaders and an Elite Four, because the world that we see is like literally every region has a fairly similar social structure. It's like the economy is based all around Pokemon. The society is based all around gym leaders and gym battles and an Elite Four. And, there's variance among them to a degree, like things like contests and, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we see a world that seems pretty settled. A world that doesn't seem to have a lot of war. It doesn't seem to have a lot of like social strife or anything like that. So, I'm interested. I'd be interested to see. And I know, I'm talking about this stuff like it's like it's this political drama, and it is a game for children. I understand that. So, I get why maybe we don't see all of these things I'm talking about, but there is an older generation of Pokemon fans. There are. Pokemon Go, if anything, proves that. Granted, those are a bunch of casuals for the most part. Or not for the most part, maybe, but there are a lot of casual people playing those games who are not core Pokemon fans that care about the lore of Pokemon like I do. But, in the same breath, I'm going to use another Super Potion. I want this power level. In the same breath, I do think there would be an audience for a game like that. Like a game that was maybe a historical game, in Pokemon's... Oh, don't. You son of a bitch! Ah! I hate you so much. Just wasted all that fuck you, Nidoran. Ugh. Whatever. Okay. Sorry to just derail myself like that, but I think that there is a market for a game like that. I know I'd be interested in it. I'd love to see, a game where you train Pokemon and maybe, maybe you can only have a couple Pokemon at a time because you don't have Pokeballs, or maybe you only have one Pokemon, and it is just about like having a really, really close relationship with this one Pokemon partner, and 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 like fighting together, maybe, you know, like maybe it could be like a more active battle experience even. You know, who knows? Like, there's room in this franchise for iteration and for evolution, and the fact that that Pokemon is so afraid to innovate, I think, is its biggest fault. Because people obviously care about Pokemon as a genre, as a franchise, you know? The cruise is cozy and elegant. I'm glad you always travel with your Wigglytuff, buddy. What else we got? There's a guy around here somewhere where I can heal up. I'm not a waiter. That's very rude. Do I look like a waiter? I'm an adventurer. I'm a Pokemon master. Alright, this guy, you pup, how dare you barge in? This guy's got, I think, Growlithe, if I remember. The gentleman. Oh no, he's got a Nidoran? Okay. Maybe his second Pokemon's Growlithe? I don't know. There's definitely a gentleman that has a Growlithe, or in Gold and Silver, when you get to come back to the SSN, there's a gentleman with a ton of Growlithe that I'm remembering. I'm not making up the connection between this, what are they called? I guess trainer type? Yeah, against this, I'm not making up the correlation between this trainer type and having Growlithes. Thanks, Self. You're doing so good this episode. You're doing so good. To keep that topic of discussion going while I'm thinking on it, I guess, like, yeah, that's just, like, my biggest complaint about Pokemon as a franchise is, you know, especially in regards to, like, spin-off games, there not being enough diversity, because I understand if, you know, Game Freak or Nintendo feel as though, you know, they don't want to divert too much from the core formula of Pokemon, because, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, I get that to a degree, and, you know, if you do change with the core or something, you do kind of run the risk of messing up a good thing at some time. So I won't deny that, you know. I don't think they need to totally reinvent the wheel at all. Here we go, here's the Growlithe I was talking about. I feel a little bit better now. But in the same breath, I think, like, we've seen how well games like, you know, Pokken can do, and Pokemon Go, you know, and we haven't seen how much legs Pokemon Go will have, but in the 2 days it's been out since I'm shooting this video, it's, you know, people are buck wild about that game. So, you know, for as much as the core franchise might not want to change too much, I think, like, the idea of kind of pushing outside of the box and trying to just do new things with Pokemon is really just a great idea, and it doesn't have to be a risk. I mean, like, yeah, you dilute the brand to a degree when you do a ton of spin-off games and stuff like that, but Pokemon has been around forever, you know, now at this point. Like, Pokemon is an institution, and I don't think that Game Freak or Nintendo need to worry about people necessarily getting Pokemon fatigue, or, you know, or about people being turned off by the idea of there being, you know, just something different, something like Pokken, or, you know, like, bring back Pokemon Stadium, bring back Pokemon Snap. Like, please, like, you're doing stuff like Pokemon Go to capitalize on 90s kids' nostalgia, so why not do the same thing with the games that we actually played? You know, it's like, I know for a fact I would buy those games. I know for a fact a lot of, you know, the core Pokemon fan base would buy another Pokemon Stadium. Like, that was just straight up a, hey, here's all the Pokemon in a game with a rental system and you can do battles, and there's mini games. You know, it's like, great. You know, I would totally sign up for that. Or hell, you know, like, granted, I didn't like it as much as Pokemon Stadium, but another Battle Revolution? Like, where the hell is that? Where's a game where I can just do Pokemon battles in big, glorious 3D models? Like, again, I know we have 3D models in the handheld games now, and those are great. You know, like, I'm definitely not complaining about that. I love the aesthetic change for X and Y there. But in the same breath, like, would it be too much to ask for, like, a Wii U counterpart? You know, like, I don't think that's unreasonable at all. You know, like, please. Oh, okay. You are lay waiter on lay sheep, and you are happy to lay serve me, lay anything. Lay strong silent type. Sorry, that's horrible. Man, I just remember being a kid and playing on the SSN, right? And thinking that, like, I always thought this was one of the coolest parts of the game, because like the first time I ever played through, this is like the first exposure you get to so many really cool water Pokemon that like you don't get to see until way later in the game in a lot of instances, like Shelter. It's like, until I get like a good rod, which isn't for like another 2 towns almost, technically, or until, you go to like the, what are they called? The, they're not the Aurora Caves, but, the Ice Cave, the Ice Cavern, whatever, where you find Articuno. Nice. That was sweet. It's like the only places that you really see Shelter. So like it was really cool to get a taste of, or like even Tentacool, right? Like I'm not going to see a Tentacool until I get Surf. So I always thought that was really neat that you get a taste of just a lot of Pokemon that are not necessarily rare, but just not common, not that you're not going to see for a while. And it was like a really good way to kind of tease you about like what Pokemon were out there for you to still hunt down. I think. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit in my Pokemon Go video. It was like some of the fun of the original generation was like, not knowing where everything was, and like, the internet wasn't really a thing, so, like tracking down Pokemon, unless you had the Strat Guide or something, was just all about exploration. It was all about the luck of the draw and about, trading secrets with your friends. Oh, you have this Pokemon, I have this Pokemon, let's trade, or where did you find that Pokemon? And, I think that was something that was really special, and that's something that we'll never really have again, in regards to a main series Pokemon game, just because of the nature of the internet and just kind of the way the game has evolved. But, I will say that to me has been the most fun part of, I forgot I don't have to talk anymore. That's been the most fun part of Pokemon Go, is like having that gotta catch 'em all mentality and, not being able to just go and do whatever I want, having to kind of like pace it out and just being lucky to find something. And it's there's a hook there. There's a hook there. Fight me. I like feisty kids like you. Ooh, jeez. I don't know about that. That's a little creepy. I'm a 10-year-old boy in your room alone. You're like, I like you, laddie. You're feisty. It's like, whoa. All right, buddy. Just back up a little bit. As I'm having a lot of fun doing this episode, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I do want to keep it going a little bit longer. I know this one's a little longer than we normally do, but we're trying to cover a lot of ground here. I'd love to get through most of the SSN, so fuck it. Like, this episode's late. I told you it was gonna be late on the internet, so I'm gonna take my time with this one. We're gonna draw it out a little bit longer. I was just thinking about wrapping it because we're going a little long on the tooth here, but fuck it. Fuck it. And you know what? Please, guys, please, if you're one of my regular viewers, if you're one of my regular commenters, let me know what you think is a good length for episodes here, because we all want to cover ground, we all want to see new stuff, but I also know, like, you guys, you got a lot of things to do, and it's easy to lose your attention span in a longer video, so let me know if you like the more bite-sized 10-15 minute ones, you want more long form like 30-45 minutes. I do the show for you guys, so if you guys have any input there, let me know, please. I'll adjust accordingly. So we're gonna try like a long one today, right? We'll go for like, we're already at like 30 minutes I think at this point, so we'll see. But we'll let it go a little bit longer. Get out of here, Horsey. Horsey's another one. That's another one of those Pokemon that you straight up will not see again forever. No. So yeah, man, like if you don't pick Squirtle as your starter Pokemon, like you're really limited in terms of what water Pokemon you have access to for a while. Like you can get yourself a Magikarp and get yourself Gyarados, because you can either buy that one from the guy earlier in the game, or you can go for one with your old rod, but like otherwise, pretty slim pickings for a while. You get access to Vaporeon too when you get to Celadon City as well. So yeah, I mean, it's like, not like you get no options, but comparatively, like, you have to wait a while. You gotta get yourself a good rod and do some fishing. Or go sailing. Not sailing, surfing, excuse me. I beat a sailor. Alright, cool. I think we're getting close to the end of this hallway. Of course you do. I fought like 60 of you. I gotta stop humming along to the music. For whatever reason, when I sync the audio later, me singing to the music is always like a couple seconds out of time, and it really throws me off. And I'm sure you guys, those of you who know me personally, know I have better rhythm than that, because I am a drummer, and a pretty accomplished one at that. So, yeah, I'll try to stop singing along despite how much I love the righteous tunes. Alright. Gonna finish him off, Brittany. Oh, shoot. I kind of didn't really look at how low your health was, I'm not gonna lie. You'll do it. Yes. Alright, cool. Goddamn Tentacles original sprite is creepy. It's like a little weird proboscis mouth. I love it. I love how much more realistic a lot of the designs are for this Gen 1. Some of them just look like, some of the Pokemon look straight up monstrous instead of cute and cuddly. Not that Tentacle's particularly cute, but you know what I'm saying. He certainly looks a lot more like anime today than he used to. Nice. Okay, you're not bad. Yeah, that's right. I gotta go through these TMs. They're racking up. I just got like 3 new ones this episode. Who's this chubby guy? You a hiker? Maybe not? Oh, okay, it's a fisherman. Alright, that's cool. I didn't even remember that fishermen were in this game, to tell you the truth. Oh, no, yeah, they totally are. They have those little piers, like, out in the middle of the ocean and stuff. Totally. I forgot to use a super potion. I might be out of them. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. When I wrap this episode, I'll leave the boat, heal up, and come back. It'll be fine. Come on. Woco. Woco. No! Alright, that's good. That's fine. I can live with that. That is a weird sound effect. Nice. Cool. Nice! Awesome. So she should learn, something right now. No? I thought she learns a move at level 20. Oh well. I did just look up a guide for it, and I'm pretty sure that's what it said. Cool. Alright. What do you got for me? Another star? Oh, okay, another shelter. Alright, here we go. I think we got like 1 or 2 more rooms on this floor before we're all wrapped up, and then we can go to the next floor. And yeah. Be on our way to getting cut and hitting up Lieutenant Surge. Alright, before I fight this next chap. Yeah, alright, we got the max potion at least, so... Khaleesi, you're a more reliable fighter. Despite the fact I'm fighting a ton of water Pokemon, you're still putting in work. I thought you were a sailor, not a pirate, matey. I ain't walking no planks. I'm not walking no one's plank. Cool. Alright, this is a good matchup. Yes! Huh, that was a crit? Yowza. Man, Khaleesi, you're a defensive beefcake. Two crits in a row? Speedy haxer. Them crit hacks. Let me guess. No, alright, good. What? Ah, oh, really thought that was gonna take him out. Okay. Great, so glad I got that crit then. Definitely needed it. Alright. Yeah, you were beaten by a kid. The best, the very best, like no one ever was. Alright, cool, we're done with this floor. Sorry about that. And there's like one or two guys out here, but not many. I didn't know that that was why he was the cut master. I probably knew that at one point, but yeah, I didn't know he was a cut master because he was a swordsman. That's interesting. But a human teaching a Pokemon an attack? Wow, that's something that they totally let drop by the wayside. That's what I'm talking about. There's all these little things here where it's like Pokemon and humans were maybe like a little closer together at one point. I don't know. I've always found that to be kind of interesting. Not that specifically, because obviously I forgot, but I just mean like that relationship between man and Pokemon. I don't know. Oh! God damn it. Can't catch a break with this guy. It's not very oh wow, never mind. Of course, I get the crits. The crit hacks. Alright. Super effective, baby. Yeah! Too bad it didn't kill him. Now he's gonna kill me, I bet. No. Awesome. Okay, cool. That worked out. That's good. Worked out in my favor. Considering I paused the episode to go heal my Pokemon, I really wish I would have also gotten more items. But, hey. You live and learn. Let's see if you can do this. Oh, jeez. That might hit me hard. Oh! Oh, wow. I forgot that poison resists grass. Ah! Damn it! Damn it. This is the most annoying fight I've gotten into just the entire series. This is the most frustrating fight in all of Pete Plays Pokemon. Fuck it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. You guys. Alright, good. Finally. Good, alright. At least some good came of it. Jeez. Just careless. I was just ready to jump off a bridge! Or a boat, I guess. Because that would be more... The party's over. What are you talking about? I'm still going around beating people up. I'll do a jig with you, Sailor Man. You guys like my jig? Oh, I'm having too much fun this episode, guys. I'm having too much fun. Alright. You call that a crit? You call that a crit, Machop? I'm Machop ya! Machop ya! Wah! Jesus, I don't know, guys. I'm in rare form today. I'm feeling downright giddy. It's been fun. It's been a good day. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. What do you got for me? Shelter? Yeah, we're gonna go for the old failsafe. Alright. This will be my last battle because this episode's officially long as fuck. Nice way to cap it off. Alright, guys. So that wraps up another episode of Pete Plays Pokemon here for Slack and Slash. If you guys liked the video, please make sure you like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure you check back next week for all kinds of new Pokemon stuff that we're going to be doing. And yeah, if you haven't already, please do me a favor if you guys are a fan of this show and check out the Slackcast. We officially relaunched it. It's going to be every Monday from now on. It's something I've been really excited to do and looking forward to doing with Andy for a long time, and that'd mean a lot to me if you checked it out. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.